Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Music Den. I'm your host, Armando Venditti. Hoping you guys having a great day, and above all else, that you're indeed looking after yourselves and one another. Today, guys, I have a new album review to do for you. It is the latest from thrash metal band Megadeth, self-titled, their 17th release, and also their final release, released on January 23rd, 2026 through Frontiers Records. The album was recorded from 2024 to 2025, produced by Dave Mustaine and Chris Ragshaw. There have been four singles released thus far from the album, those singles being Tipping Point, I Don't Care, Let There Be Shred, and Pepper Parade. Now, this is the band's follow-up release to their 2022 album, The Sick, the Dying, and the Dead. Now, playing on the album, and I should say first that Megadeth has had a rotating lineup over the years. But playing on the album, you have Dave Mustaine on guitars, lead vocals, production, and engineering. Timu Montessori on guitars, additional production engineering. James Lomenzo on bass guitar, and Dirk Verbouen on drums. I hope I say that last name correctly. If I don't, my apologies. Now, the main part of the album has 10 tracks. There is an additional bonus 11th track that is available on all standard editions, and that is a cover of Metallica's Ride the Lightning, which Dave Mustaine helped to co-write. Again, the album has an overall playing time of the 10 tracks of 41 minutes and 2 seconds, so fairly short. And the track durations are usually between 3 minutes to 4 minutes and change. There's one track, the final track, which is called The Last Note, which clocks over 5 minutes. I gotta tell you guys, Megadeth is outside of my wheelhouse. Obviously, I know of Megadeth and of Dave Mustaine over the years for, with albums, LP sales, but who's buying, things like that. But I've never really tackled um, a Megadeth album. And the fact that this is their last studio release, I wanted to give it a listen. And, the cover art intrigued me overall. And in listening to these tracks, I gotta tell you, brutal doesn't even begin to describe it. Starts off with the lead off single Tipping Point, 4 minutes and 29 seconds. Brutal, brutal tempo, regimented, breakneck rhythm guitar, just and multi-section piece, just wonderfully done. I Don't Care comes next, and the second single. Really great bass on this track, great rhythm guitar, and you know, great guitar tone on the solos. There's a lot of soloing going on in between the left and right channel. Brutal, just breakneck tempo all over the place. Up next is the track Hey God. Great rhythm guitar, nice guitar solo on this piece. The third single, Let There Be Shred, is track four at 3 minutes and 58 seconds. Again, breakneck tempo, shredding lead and rhythm guitars. At 2 minutes and 30 seconds, the tempo changes and the lead guitars are panning on left and right channels. And if you've got headphones on, it is just nuts, but wonderfully done. I mean, the guitar playing on this album is exemplary. It is brutal. It is in your face, and it's just a lot to take in for me. Again, this is not within my wheelhouse. Pepper Parade is next at 4 minutes and 41 seconds. Again, beefy rhythm guitar section, great guitar tone on the solos. Um, and a good single. And the subject matter is basically about someone who's saying that he's feeling like he's part of the system, the daily grind, and that he's got no choice in his life. And when will this ever stop? You know. Up next is the track Another Bad Day, track number 6. Nice main guitar riff on this piece. Other than that, it's an okay track, but it's not one that I go back to. But the main guitar riff on this piece is nice. It's a good piece of guitar on this track. Up next, you have the track Made to Kill, track 7, 4 minutes and 1 second. Nice drum fills on the intro, extended drum fills on the intro. It's a multi-section piece, brutal lead guitar on this. Just amazing, just amazing. Um, if this is the last album for Megadeth, this is a good note to go on out on. Track 8 is a piece called Obeyed the Call, 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Nice multi guitar section on the intro. Um, it starts off as a mid tempo piece, then it shifts, as most of the tracks do, into a breakneck tempo for the rest of the piece. Wonderfully done. Um, I Am War is next at 3 minutes and 46 seconds. Good track. Good track. Another one that I wouldn't really go back to, but you know what? Maybe with more listens, I'll get into it more. The standard album ends off with a track called The Last Note at 5 minutes and 31 seconds. And in my notes, I have here calm guitar passages on the intro. The tempo changes to a faster tempo. The breakdown section features a nice acoustic guitar section, wonderful guitar tone on the solo, and the end of the track features great acoustic guitar with a spoken word passage over it. And being the last note, the title, the last note, this song is talking about the fact that Dave Mustaine is saying, he's made the money, he's had the fame, he's had the fortune, he's had the notoriety, but at what cost? And for him, he feels it's time to leave the stage and just retire and live his life and do something different. And this is a good way to end off the album. Now, again, I am new, relatively new to Megadeth. But listening to this track and listening to the themes of this album, the themes are basically, feeling like a misfit, not being able to fit into society or to what's expected of you, not wanting to put up with what's been placed on you, the responsibilities and the rules that are being placed upon you in society. And when you get to the last note, as the last track on the album, it's this album is sequenced perfectly. When you get to the last note, it's basically saying again that this individual has done everything that he was supposed to do in terms of to achieve what he wanted to achieve in life. And what more can he do in this setup, in this scenario of Megadeth in the band? And it's time for him to move on and go do something else. And just thank the fans for what the support they've given him and for the years of, wonderful tours, etc. But once the spotlight fades, what does he do? And, it's a new chapter for the individual and for Dave Mustaine once this part of his life is over. Now, that ends off, again, the standard part of the album, the 10 tracks. The 11th bonus track, again, is a cover of Metallica's Ride the Lightning at 6 minutes and 11 seconds, which basically brings the total playing time of the album to 47 minutes and change. Wonderful version of this track. Obviously, Dave Mustaine helped write it. But you know what? For me, the 10 tracks on the standard of the standard album itself would have been enough. It's fine. And this album, upon release, has gotten mixed to positive reviews. Again, I am new to the band overall in terms of this style of music. I like what I'm hearing. Breakneck tempos in terms of drumming, wonderful guitar soloing on this album, breakneck guitar, great tone on the solos, wonderful bass that's coming through, and it's obviously pretty much a guitar, bass and drums album. They brought it back down to the basics. No keyboards on this album. It is a great album. It is a great album. It's on Amazon for like $23.99 on CD. The vinyl is more expensive. Check it out. And you can also stream it on YouTube. You can get it on Discogs by this point, and eBay, and check your local record store. I'm sure they have it. Frontiers has a habit or is known to have their product out for a limited amount of time. I don't know if they change that practice or not, but get this album while you can. If you're a Megadeth fan, sorry, if you're a Megadeth fan, you'll love this album. It is great. It is great. And that's coming from someone that really doesn't listen to Megadeth. You know, as I said, this is outside my comfort zone. But it's a great album to listen to. It's wonderful. It's heavy, it's aggressive. In spots it's reflective and introspective, as with the song The Last Note. In terms of Dave Mustaine's voice, it has changed over the years. But you know what? With age, that happens, right? Not that it's bad. His voice is not bad. It's just that it has changed over the years. The timbre of his voice has changed. Anyways, check out the album. Let me know what you think of the album down in the comments below. And I will see you again on the Music Den. Quickly, click like and subscribe and hit the notification bell to keep yourselves on top of any new content we got coming up. I've got more shows coming up on the channel. I'm going to be doing a part two and part three of my Rush times three segment. Jim Bricker and I are going to be doing our top 10 Rush tracks, some singles, and some album cuts. Stay tuned for that. And Bill Schuster is coming back on the channel to do ranking the albums on Rush. Part three of our Rush times three set of episodes, and we're going to be doing a part one and part two, 19 albums of Rush to talk about. So we're going to be splitting that up into two sections. We've also got other shows coming up with Ken and Jim together, and yeah, it's going to be great. All right, check it out and look after yourselves and one another, and I'll see you soon again on the Music Den. Bye for now.